Jack Butland speaks up for unflappable James Tavernier. Rangers' fantastic news development emerges with official announcement made. Ex-Ranger star makes £4 million. Miller claim. Whitaker in direct address and Hagi situation now urgent. Danilo return update emerges after surgery due to knee injury. Clement told to make Ross McCausland call for Rangers clash versus Hibernian. I played for Falkirk at Celtic Park but couldn't take a jersey because Connor Barron told me not to. Stay until the end so you don't miss any details about our Rangers, and I want to hear your opinion on these controversies when it's over. Drop a like, and let's go. Jack Butland has come out in strong support of unflappable James Tavernier, as the Rangers captain once again had to prove his resilience in the face of adversity. Following the stinging 3-0 loss to Celtic at the start of the month, the full-back bore the brunt of the fans' frustrations. The defeat at Celtic Park underlined Rangers' ongoing struggle against their old firm rivals. Tavernier, who has been with the club since 2015 after signing from Wigan, faced a particularly unpleasant situation when a furious supporter confronted him outside Rangers later that day, an exchange that quickly spread on social media. However, Rangers have since bounced back, securing 3 wins on the trot, including an impressive 2-0 victory over Malmo in the Europa League, with Tavernier playing a key role. Butland, the former Birmingham, Crystal Palace, and Stoke goalkeeper who has earned 9 caps for England, didn't hesitate to back his skipper. He's someone who always stands up, Butland said. Being captain of this football club is no easy task. But what Tav has done year after year, match after match, has come through thick and thin, enduring some really tough moments. Reflecting on Tavernier's resilience, Butland added, "He's faced a lot, but that's part of being the captain here. Yet, he continues to perform, taking the team on his shoulders with penalties and his overall play. I can only imagine what he deals with daily, but he just keeps leading us." Butland also praised Tavernier's consistency, describing him as a very unflappable character who understands the weight of responsibility that comes with wearing the Rangers badge and the captain's armband. If he were to come in downbeat, it would affect everyone else, but he never does. It's water off a duck's back for him. That's a testament to his character. Looking ahead, Butland emphasized that Tavernier will continue to play a vital role as Rangers aim high this season. "We've got huge ambitions, and Tav will always be a big part of that." Butland himself is looking forward to Rangers' return to a fully reopened Rangers on Sunday, as they take on Hibernian in the William Hill Premiership following the Copland Stand refurbishment. "It's another game, and it's what we live for. We play for this club, and when you're winning, there's no better place than Rangers." Reflecting on Rangers' victory over the Swedish champions in the Europa League, Butland added, "It feels really good. I thought it was one of the best performances we've put together for a long time. The boys were brilliant." Rangers have announced the reopening of the Copland Rear for their upcoming match against Hibernian, sparking a wave of positivity amongst the Rangers faithful. David Edgar of Heart and Hand couldn't help but express his delight after the club's official X handle confirmed Rangers would be at full capacity on 29 September. Just in time for the beginning of celebrations marking 125 years at the stadium. Edgar aptly wrote, "There we go," as excitement builds for the occasion. This is undoubtedly fantastic news for the supporters and the team, providing a much-needed lift after a challenging start to the season. The electric atmosphere of a fully packed Rangers is legendary, and manager Philippe Clement will certainly benefit from the passionate backing of the fans as his side looks to turn things around. The return to full capacity could also be crucial in helping Clement reinvigorate the squad's performance. The emotional impact of playing in front of a full crowd at Rangers has always been immense. Historically, it's given the Rangers players that extra boost, and it's hard to deny how much of a difference that roaring support can make in driving the team forward. With the poor start to the 2024-25 campaign still fresh in the memory, having that level of support behind them might be just what Rangers need to embark on a winning run. As the club begins its 125th anniversary celebrations, there's no better way to mark the occasion than with a convincing performance and 3 points against Hibernian. Here's hoping the Rangers can deliver a display that leaves the fans buzzing and hungry for more as they look to regain momentum in the league. Winger Morgan Whittaker, who was on Rangers' radar last summer, has finally spoken out about the possibility of a move to Rangers. Michael Beale had his eye on the Plymouth Argyle star during his time as Rangers boss, with Swansea at the time holding out for a hefty £7 million fee. Whittaker was also linked with a last-minute move to Burnley, but in the end, he stayed put on the south coast. Speaking after Plymouth's win over Luton, the 23-year-old reflected on the situation, saying he's happy where he is, but if a move to a higher level had materialized, it would have been a win-win situation for him. Meanwhile, there's growing talk of Lennon Miller, Motherwell's teenage sensation, making a switch to Rangers. Andy Halliday, who now plays alongside Miller, reckons Rangers should be ready to cough up £4 million for the youngster, and that he doesn't need to prove himself elsewhere first. Halliday's convinced that Miller would walk straight into Philippe Clement's side and start every week ahead of players like Connor Barron and Mohamed Diomande. High praise indeed. On the flip side, there's the case of Ianis Hagi. Rangers are reportedly keen to offload the Romanian, who is just one game away from triggering a wage rise due to a clause in his contract. Hagi's been frozen out of the squad, and Romanian football figure Ciprian Marica, who's close to Hagi's family, claims it's entirely Clement's decision. Marica believes it's a waste to leave out a promising player like Hagi, and that the club's leadership isn't strong enough to stand up to the manager's decision. As for European football, Rangers fans are riding high after that cracking win against Malmo in the Europa League. With a solid 2-0 victory, the Rangers faithful are dreaming of a deep run in the competition. Meanwhile, Lion boss Pierre Sage has admitted that he's juggling two squads, one for League One and another for European matches. He's already rotated 24 players this season, but the focus remains on winning games, not just keeping everyone happy. Rangers striker Danilo is set to be eased back into action following his recent knee surgery, and it's unlikely he'll be playing a full 90 minutes until at least November, according to injury expert Dr. Rajpal Brar. The 25-year-old has had a challenging start to the season, with his only appearance coming back in August when he played 24 minutes and scored in the 6-0 win over Ross County. Since then, he's undergone a second knee surgery, which has delayed his return to full fitness. Speaking with Rangers News, Dr. Brar, who is a specialist in physical therapy and sports science, highlighted the importance of a careful approach to Danilo's recovery. The best way to deal with him is a methodical and steadily progressive plan to allow him to acclimate and build up his minutes. His progression to individual training is a good sign, but once you start to load the knee more, it's a critical period for the recovery. So let's wait and see. I'd still say it's unlikely he plays the full 90 minutes until November, at the earliest, given his setback. Danilo, who showed real promise last season, has been hampered by injuries since joining Rangers. His brief cameo against Ross County hinted at the sharpness fans were hoping for, but his fitness issues have been a recurring problem. The club will be hoping this latest surgery marks the end of his troubles and that he can finally make a significant impact on the pitch this season. Philippe Clement has been urged to hand Ross McCausland a start in Rangers' upcoming clash with Hibernian, following his impressive performance against Malmo in the Europa League. The Belgian boss saw his side secure a 2-0 victory in Sweden, with goals from Nedim Badrami and McCausland, and now there's talk of the Northern Irish winger being given more responsibility. Chris Jack, writing for Rangers Review, believes McCausland deserves to start over Vaclav Cerny in Sunday's match at Rangers. Jack stated that while Badrami will likely start on the left due to the absences of Rabbi Matondo and Oscar Cortez, McCausland should be rewarded with a place in the lineup on the right side, especially after his impactful cameo in Europe. McCausland, who enjoyed a strong breakout season under Clement last year, hasn't found it easy to nail down a consistent starting role this term, but his performance against Malmo was a reminder of the quality he brings when given the opportunity. Known for his ability to glide past defenders, McCausland can be different class on his day, especially when he's confident with the ball at his feet. However, the decision to start him over Cerny isn't straightforward. While the Czech international didn't have the best of nights in Sweden, he's been a key figure in linking up with Cyril Desires, helping to unlock defenses with moments of quality. Clement has a choice to make, balancing the freshness McCausland offers against the more established creativity of Cerny. As Rangers prepare to return to a fully packed Rangers, The boost from the crowd could be just what McCausland needs to build on his recent performance and make a real case for himself in the long term. Ethan Ross revealed that his Rangers pal Connor Barron made it clear he wasn't allowed to take a Celtic player's shirt after playing at Parkhead. Ross joked about his orders from Barron but admitted his real focus is on taking a strip from his old Wraith teammates. Ross came off the bench for the last 15 minutes during Falkirk's defeat to Celtic in the Premier Sports Cup. He shared the field with Alfie Aguiman, who had started the match, and Falkirk boss John McGlynn admitted he was juggling both players to fill the gap left by Callum Morrison's absence. Ross, who is eyeing his first match against Wraith Rovers, said, No, absolutely not. One of my good pals, Connor Barron, has just moved to Rangers, so he told me I wasn't allowed to get a Celtic jersey. He's doing brilliantly right now, and I'm so proud of him. With a strong competition for places at Falkirk, Ross is determined to make the most of his opportunities. I wasn't happy with how many games I played last season, but this season is different with Callum out. I'm ready to come on and impress. He also shared that there's a sibling rivalry going on between him and his brother Seb, who currently plays for Peterhead. He's scored twice already this term, and I've only got one, so there's some big competition going on between us. Meanwhile, Fankati Dabo, who recently joined Wraith Rovers, is looking to rekindle his love for football after a tough period on and off the pitch. The right-back, who endured racial abuse after a penalty miss for Coventry last year, is hoping to make a fresh start in Kirkcaldy. He said, I want to get back to enjoying my football and enjoying the people I'm playing with. I almost lost my love for football, but I've perked back up here. I've learned that there is always another game and another chance. Dabo is confident that Wraith can begin to climb the table, saying, We have to put in a performance and start our climb back to where we need to be. I'll be back with more bombastic and exclusive Rangers news at any moment. If you don't want to miss any, just hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, all right? We are the people.